Hello folks, welcome to day 22, the 22nd of January. Been interviewed by a lovely gentleman called Gary Vannucci. So if you'd like to read about my favourite authors and my writing process and a whole bunch of other fun stuff, I will put the link to that in the notes underneath the video. I wanted to talk about another little creativity thing that I think might be helpful or useful. Something that I think maybe stalls a lot of writers to begin with is one of the many kind of stories or assumptions that people come into writing with, which is that they need to have the whole story in their head before they begin. There are sort of generally accepted two kinds of writers. There are the types that are called planners and the type that are called pantsers. And the planners create all kinds of different forms of outlines and plans for what they're going to write. And pantsers tend to begin with a sentence and kind of go from there. I very much fall into the pantsers camp. I begin with one line and it becomes a paragraph and it becomes a chapter, and normally by about 5,000 or 10,000 words I've got a pretty clear idea of who the main characters are and what they want, and then it kind of builds from there. A lot of people struggle when they begin writing because they have this belief that they should have everything in their head already. They should know exactly what's going to happen in the story, what everyone in the story is going to do at any particular time, and how it's going to end, and so on and so forth. I think that often stalls people before they get anywhere. Now, I do want to mention that certainly with my first trilogy of books, I planned quite a lot. I started the first one almost 10,000 words in before I knew much about it, but after that I did start writing things down and planning things. So I think it takes practice to pants. I think you need to develop that freedom of writing without thinking, and I think you need to develop a faith or a belief that the answers will come to you if you practice it on a daily basis. If anyone is stumbling at the first hurdle, I don't think you need all the answers at all. I don't think you need to know everything that's going to happen. I think you need to know who your character is and why you and more importantly the reader should care about them. But I think that can come just as easily at 5,000 words as it can beforehand. One example of a very famous pantser is a man called Stephen King, who you may have heard of. There have been comments about the ends of his books not always being that satisfying, but it is quite heartening to know that he pretty much makes it up as he goes along. Progress for today, good day today. 4,500 words written and 9,700 words edited, so that's fantastic. I've also started today trying to get some reviews for 13 Roses Book 1, which will be out in April. So if you are a reader of zombie or paranormal books, please let me know and I can email you over a free copy and you can have a read and give it a review. Quote for today is a good one from Samuel Butler, and it is, "Books are like imprisoned souls till someone takes them down from a shelf and frees them." Fantastic. Thank you folks. I hope you've had a lovely Thursday and I shall see you tomorrow. Cheers.